Hi everyone, welcome to Farsight's new monthly series, Galactic Mysteries. This is Farsight's new series that focuses on extraterrestrial matters, both near and far, in this galaxy. That's right, to make room for this new show in our lineup, we are ending our ET News series. At Farsight, we now have two major mystery series, Earth Mysteries and Galactic Mysteries. Earth Mysteries comes out in the middle of each month, and its focus is on mysteries that involve Earth and those who live on this planet. Galactic Mysteries, however, comes out at the end of the first week of each month. We're using our long experience studying extraterrestrials using remote viewing and even our own cameras to move forward in a major and daring manner, dare I say it. We are no longer confining ourselves just to extraterrestrial activities on or near Earth. Now we're going all over the galaxy, both near and far, to see what has been going on out there. Important stuff has resulted in a major ET activity on this Earth. We do not fully understand the ETs here on Earth because we don't yet understand what the ETs have been doing anywhere else, right? Well, what happens here is a spillover from what happens there. So we're going to take a look, and trust me when I tell you this, just trust me. Just as you have needed to know what we have discovered in our past projects, you need to know what we will discover.
Alright, so moving a little bit further through this environment, I'm seeing
the galaxy is big and old, and a great deal has happened to get us to where we are today. We need to know the history of our own galaxy. Our future truly depends on it, and you will see it firsthand right here on FarsightPrime.com. I'm Yemi Janae from Farsight. So let's cut to the chase and tell you what we're going to show you right now in this video. Today we're focusing on the largest reptilian controlled base on the moon at the current time. At this current time, right here, we have pursued a large number of projects that investigated the reptilians. And once we discovered that they truly exist, really exist, we followed all the breadcrumbs to give you a full picture of who they are and what they're doing here on Earth. They're essentially cruel prison guards who are also involved in human trafficking on a huge level. But if they are here, shouldn't they obviously have a base somewhere else in our solar system? That's what sparked this. Since they have so much of an investment here in Earth, and with Earth humans, it only makes sense that they have a base somewhere on our moon. But we know from our past research that reptilians normally use proxies or slave races to do stuff for them, including fighting battles and just about everything else that they do. So the situation with the reptilians is often quite complex, and we want to know all of it. But before we do this, do you want to see a UFO that we recorded with our own cameras here at Farsight? Take a look. We're trying to encourage other people to follow our methods, and we have figured out how to evade the ET stealth tech by shooting at 120 frames per second and in infrared. That is 120 frames per second and in infrared. You can see the details of our methods on our website, farsight.org, and you can see us analyzing our footage in the various projects on farsightprime.com. Also, you can see a variety of UFO clips for free on our director's Instagram page, Courtney Brown Farsight, all one word. That is, again, Instagram and then Courtney Brown Farsight. Instagram is really convenient to watch on your phone, and our director is adding new clips regularly. We hope you get interested in shooting your videos on your own of the ET spacecrafts. It's actually really cool once you get the hang of it, and it's really easy to do. The crafts are up there in huge numbers, so it is not a problem finding them. I see them all the time. A growing number of people in our community are doing this and posting their results on social media. Some have even sent them to me. You guys are doing phenomenal. Yep. Oh, and one last thing before we dive into the largest reptilian base on the moon. Do you want to know what our next major Earth Mysteries project is all about? Get ready for this. Jesus and the crucifixion. Yes, that's what I said, Jesus and the crucifixion. What really happened, trust me on this, what really happened is not what any of us were taught in Sunday school. In mid-November 2023, you will find out. It's big, guys. Big, big. You'll want to see all of it, and you can on farsightprime.com. So let's get back to the largest reptilian base on the moon. We only do the big stuff here at Farsight. We have seen so many clips on the internet taken by people video recording the moon, and then seeing a spacecraft or a formation of spacecraft flying over the moon's surface or somewhere near the moon so that the moon is in the background for the videos. Obviously, there is lots of activity going on the moon. And much of it is on the backside of the moon that does not face Earth. Now remember that the moon is tidally locked so that we only see one face of the moon when we look up at the sky. Well, the benefit of using remote viewing to look at the largest reptilian controlled base on the moon is that we can go inside the base and see what they're doing. We can safely assume that there are many groups with bases on the moon, but in this case, we're interested in what the reptilians are doing on the moon. For this project, we have 4 of the most highly trained remote viewers anywhere dive deep into this. Intisam, Aziz Brown, Shantae, and myself. The target was created by our director, Dr. Courtney Brown, and all of the viewers did all of our work completely and totally blind to the target. The final stage is to finish their sessions while being recorded live on video, and they always do that completely alone. No one's in the room when they're doing their recordings, and none of the remote viewers communicated with one another during the data collection phase of this project. This is not science fiction. This is as real as it gets. You touch the skin. There's 4 of them that I see. For this Galactic Mysteries project, the exact target is the largest reptilian controlled base on the moon at the current time. Now, the remote viewers were told to concentrate on 2 focuses. They were not told what these focuses were, just that there are 2 focuses. But I will tell you what those focuses are so that you can follow along while they're doing their sessions. This way you will know what they're looking at even though they do not know what you know. The first focus is the most common subjects at the target. We want to know who's up there more genuinely and what most of the subjects look like. Then focus 2 is the most dominant subject at the overall target. For this focus, we want to know who is in charge. Is it a reptilian or is it someone else who is being controlled by the reptilians? And if there's more than one person in charge, we want to know that too. We want to know it all. And then we want to go into the subject's head.
Weird or like very consistent pattern on this subject.
But before we dive in, let me remind you to remember to subscribe or resubscribe in case for whatever reason you unsubscribe to our free newsletter, which you can do on our website, farsight.org. That is how we notify people of all of our releases and events, including our live stream events. We never send out spam, and we will never ever sell our list of subscribers to anyone else. So it's really just worthwhile to keep connected with our free Farsight newsletter. Also check to make sure that your email program is not putting our newsletter into your junk, spam, or promotions folders, as some programs are very aggressive in doing so. It's just worth a check to be sure you're getting the newsletter. We only send out notifications when we publish something. And again, we never sell our list of subscribers to anyone for any reason. So now we dive into the largest reptilian base on the moon at the current time, starting with Session by Aziz Brown, and then Intisam, myself, and finally Shantae. Here's what's going on that reptilian base. Hang on to your seats. This is going to be big. And after you see all the sessions, I will return to pull things together.